What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another Balatro video. Today we're going to be talking about playing pairs. So in my gold stake Joker tier list video, I talked a lot about the meta in current gold stake if you're just trying to win, being spam builds, specifically spamming pairs. And in this video, I'm going to start off by quickly talking about why it's so powerful, talking a bit on how to play a pair build, and then we're going to play one together to hopefully demonstrate how to, utilize the strategy and be successful. So why is it the meta right now for gold stakes? Well, having something that is very repeatable is very beneficial in gold stake. And a big reason is due to the dreaded blue stake that I think is talked about so much at upper level Balatro, and is the reason why Local Thunk in the future update is going to rework blue stake. Blue stake takes away a discard. So essentially, it becomes very hard to reliably get something like a 4 of a kind, even a full house 3 of a kind, a straight. Flush is a little bit more doable. I would throw that in the possible spammable, especially depending on the deck. 2 pair is doable as well, but pair, you're almost always going to have a pair. While yes, you are always going to have a high card, the reason to move to pair is twofold. One, in the early game, you have a bit more chips by simply playing 2 cards. And number 2, there's just a few more synergies with pairs than there is with high card, i.e. the duo, i.e. seeing double. Both of those require multiple cards, and specifically the duo, you have to have a pair. So, simply put, it's just really easy to do, and it's really easy to manipulate. Now, here's the thing. It's really hard to force a pair build, right? The reason you're able to play a pair build, the reason people play a pair build, is they have the technology to do so. So a scaling Molt Joker is basically necessary. A Ride the Bus, a Green Joker, Supernova, something of that matter. Another thing that you would like to have is a blue seal, reliably getting the planet card Mercury to level it up and get a bunch of chips, or getting something to scale the chips. Now, it's really hard to get scaling chips in Balatro. There's not much that I think is reliable. Bull, kind of. Wee Joker would be good. Castle's okay. But it's just much easier to just get the Mercury Planet card via blue seals, via the telescope voucher maybe, or just having enough money to roll enough planet packs to get those chips. And then finally you need X-Molt, but that's basically every build on gold stake. So it's not like you can force your way into that, but as soon as you find that scaling Molt Joker, especially if you find it early, it signals, to me at least, that A, this is going to be a pair build, and B, it's probably going to be a successful build because we are playing those pairs. And what you want to utilize with pairs is a lot of what we've said in other gold stake videos in my how to win gold stakes. Utilize your discards, utilize your hands to manipulate it to get all your gold cards out, get all your seals out, get all your value generators out, and get as much value as you can out of every single hand, out of every single discard. Things are just so moldable when you're playing pairs. Blackboard, another example. You can throw away 3 cards to make sure Blackboard's triggering. It works with Half Joker, which is actually a really, really good early game Joker to kind of hold you off until you find that scaling Molt Joker, find the X-Molt Joker, find the chips, find the planets. So those are all the tips I have for playing pairs, and I think it's a little bit easier to demonstrate. If you've been watching me play gold stakes, you've seen me play a pair build, I guarantee it. But in this video, we're going to really talk through all our decisions, talk through this pair build, and let's jump into it. So we're here. I played the Ante one, opened up the Buffoon pack, and found myself a Ride the Bus, which is one of those Jokers we talked about. We also here have a rental Wee Joker, and we have a Mercury card. The rental Wee sounds scary because it is, because we're gonna have to be very careful with our economy. The benefit though of Wii and what this card can do for us, especially if we get enough 2s, is immense. It is one of the best chip jokers. I would argue the best chip joker in the game. And it scales extraordinarily fast. So we're going to hopefully here find a pair of 2s. If not, we may just play a 2 by itself, get 8 chips on it. And you can think of it as that 1-2 was just like playing 2 hands of 4 for square joker. Play the 8s, get rid of the queen. And yes, the $3 hurts, but we really have much of what we need right now. Space Joker is very good in a spam build because you're going to play a lot of your hand, so it's going to level up quite a bit, but it's also rental Joker. Could we survive 2 early rentals at $6 a round? That means theoretically we shouldn't be spending any money in the shop for quite a while. I'm going to take it. I don't advise to do this. What we could also do is just try and level up our pairs, right? Just this ante and then sell it before it takes our money. I think that is, you know, a valid thing to do. I'm going to play the 2 first. Got rid of my pair of 9s and it leveled up high card. Classic square joker. Or a classic space joker, not square joker. But there you go. Leveled up my pairs. Beautiful. Wasn't expecting that to win. So we're at 15. We cannot spend any money if we're going to keep both. Go next. But again, I may sell space at some point. All about, at this point, with we, in my opinion, is getting the 2s out. No 2s right here. We'll play a pair of 4s. Get rid of 7 and an ace. That almost wins. We're going to play the 2 to level it up. $3. So we actually lost money that round. Spectral, I'm going to do it. I shouldn't have done it. I want to keep both of you. We're going to go here. Go next. Check that skip tag. It's not something we are worried about. Get rid of an R8. Once again, no 2s. Unfortunate. But we do level up our pairs. We get a 2. We'll play it. Level up Wii Joker. Already at 32 chips, which is pretty darn good. A gold card is nice. We're going to grab that. A gold card does kind of negate one of these rentals, at least for a round. We have not drawn a single pair of 2s, which is arguably incredible. Play a pair of 5s. Get rid of whatever that face card is. $7. At this point, because we got the certificate, I am going to sell Space Joker. I'm going to add the certificate. Now, why the certificate? Well, when you're playing a spam build, certificate is very, very valuable because it's adding a valuable card to your hand every single round. I don't care what cards it adds, right? Preferably not face cards for Red the Bus. But I really don't care what cards it adds because I don't mind my deck getting too thick. Because I just need to play pairs and I'll always be able to play pairs. Now we do have Wii Joker. We want to get 2s out. That's something to think about, but I'm not overly concerned about it. A blue seal, that is one of the better versions of things we could get, right? We get rid of the ace 8 and 7. Looking for 2s still. We do find one. Yeah, we're gonna have to play it. Unfortunately, we miss out on a Mercury because of that. Oh, yeah, because we did not find a pair of non-face cards, so. I did promise that you'll always be able to find the pair, and maybe that's wrong there. Let me go ahead and sell you. Death is nice if we get a good seal. We get a purple seal, which is actually extraordinarily nice. Arguably, we should copy that. I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to make 2 good 2s and copy them because I'm going to get more seals as certificate. It's eternal. We've committed to this. We have no choice. Actually, I'm even going to use another discard to hopefully get a face card out and turn it into a 2. We're going to go ahead and play the 4 of a kind to level up Wee Joker 4 times. And yes, we don't get the pair, but honestly, we don't care too much about Mercury cards because we're getting so many chips and molt from our Jokers. Go ahead and sell that. Probably should have sold it beforehand. We don't get the voucher, which hurts, but we're in a very good spot with the scaling molt, with the scaling chips, with the certificate. Not really too concerned about planet cards anymore. Though, again, you always want to try and get the blue seal value. Let's see if we can get a pair of 2s out. Ah, that stinks. Play a pair of 10s, and this round's over. It stinks that I wasn't able to get purple seal value, and I was close to doing it. Astronomer. You know, our economy is kind of in a tough place. Astronomer is nice to be able to get those free planet cards, but we don't need it. We don't need it, so we're just going to go next. We get a red seal too. That is pretty great, right? It's going to double trigger on the Wii, so we're going to do this, throw away the jack. And Wii is already at 104 chips. We get some purple seal value. We'll throw away a 10. We get an Emperor. We'll go ahead and use that. A little bit of a Hung Man and some Molt. We'll start by playing, you know, these 2s. And that is enough to win. Get the $4. Ooh, a burnt Joker. I know I just was on the record saying, hey, I don't really care about scaling the planet card that much, but you would be free +1 molt and 15 chips every round, plus you're going to give us 10 molt. It's crazy to say that I don't need it, but I really don't need it. What I need is X molt, right? However, what this does allow me to do is get it from glass cards, because if the molt on our pair reaches, right, 15, the glass card is all of a sudden worth 15 molt by times and by 2. And then if we have retriggering on it, it could be, you know, 45. I'm gonna do it. It's one of those things where I actually think the right play might be not to, but I'm not a good enough player not to do it. It happens sometimes. Let's level up the pair. Let's discard to try and find the 2. We're gonna hang them. We're going to play this pair of 3s. That's 7,000 points. We're just gonna play this too. Level up the Wii. It's 4,000. And we're gonna play these 10s. Rental counteract by the gold card. Get $5. Alright, big blind's 18,000. Do we have enough to defeat it? Yes. I was tempted to open up that buffoon pack, but I thought better of it. Get rid of a pair. Nope on the Wheel of Fortune. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Ship the 3s. That's 8,000 points. That's all good. I'm going to use an Empress to see what these are. That's a 2. I believe this wins. Ship it. Yes, it does. And we get a nice another Mercury. So already level 7 pairs. We're getting 144 chips from this Wii. Red the Bus is adding 24 molt for us. And we're in a decent spot. We now need to get 25,000. We do have enough to do that, so we're gonna go next. Another blue seal is always nice. Let's go ahead and play the pair of 2s first. We up to 168. Try and get the golds out. I do believe. Oh, forgot about my burnt joker. I accidentally discarded a 3 of a kind. I thought I was only discarding 2 10s. I guess I didn't forget about the burnt joker. I just misread what I was discarding. We are going to get 2 planet cards now, though. So, you know what? In a weird way, that makes me feel better. Makes me feel like I didn't mess it up. Alright. We're going to get to level 9 pairs now. Cash that out. Golden ticket. If this was just Eternal and not rental, I would think about it. Actually, I wouldn't. We need to fill in the last spot with X-Molt. Alright, do we have 37.5? Yes. It would take 3 pairs, which we can do. We'll love a gold seal. Well, the game doesn't really care what I want. Fair enough. Level up pairs to level 10. We're going to play the 5s. That's 15,000. We're going to discard all this. We get a strength card. We're going to... I want to use this on aces to make more 2s. We're going to play you. Get rid of the 9. Get rid of the queen and the jack. It's another 15,000. And then we're just going to play the 9s and get out of here. Get another Mercury. So finally we're in a little bit of like an okay economic situation. And of course we're about to play a tooth, which may destroy that slightly good place that we were in. A magician, a high priestess, a judgment. I think I'm gonna go judgment. Not great for us. I'm gonna reroll once. We can get 50,000. It's just not gonna be super easy. Go next. Another blue seal, which is fine. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the purple, the queen. It's a pair. We get an emperor. I am going to, because we have loads of 6s. Yeah. Well, we also have loads of 10s. Actually, gonna do this. So make another 2, make another 10. Use the emperor. We could destroy 2 cards, which I don't feel super necessary to do. Use the empress here. We're gonna play the 2. We're gonna get rid of 110. Ship this. We do lose $3, which stinks. That's 22,000, so we're in a pretty good spot. I think I'm gonna get rid of a jack and maybe a 4. Well, let's discard like this. We'll get rid of a pair of jacks. And then I think sell you, play the 5s. Yeah, we only get 1 planet card, now, but that's fine. We're going to upgrade we a little bit more, up to 200 chips now. 66,000 with one hand remaining. So that means we could feasibly score around 88,000. And we have 60,000, 90,000. So we can beat the small blind. We can beat the big blind. We probably can't beat the boss blind yet. Another blue seal. They're really coming out in abundance at this point. Okay, leveling up the pair. We will play these 6s. Get rid of the queen, the 5, the 4. Would love to get the 2 out. Would love to get a purple seal out. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of that's happening. Play a 2, get rid of the queen. We're at 51,000. We'll play a pair of 3s. Alright. We are now at level 15 pair. Faceless Joker could be some decent economy. We're gonna have to focus up to use it. We're gonna go next. Okay, we got an ace. We're gonna discard like this. We gotta level up. We get a judgment. I'm gonna play a 4 of a kind 2s just to level up we a bunch. Well, actually, is that smart? Maybe we should just go like this. We want to get 3 face cards out to get faceless. That is a big goal of ours here. Okay, we'll play these 2s. Get rid of the 10. Not worried about leveling up the hand too much. Well, I wanted to get it, but we couldn't. We'll get a couple of purple seals instead. Priestess and a tower. We could priestess a 3 or a tower a 3. Use the priestess. Use the 5s. I actually should have sold all 3 of these to get interest. Yeah, because now we lost $1 in interest. That was a mistake. It would be great to see a hermit in this Arcana pack. We do not. We also get nothing on the Wheel of Fortune. A Mercury. Okay, that is X-Molt. That was very lucky. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and act like that was skill. That was extraordinary luck. We're going to... We'll use a star on those. Then we'll do this for a discard. We will make the 10 and the 2 lucky. We're going to play this 2, get rid of the jack, get rid of the 5. Ship it. 66,000, so next hand should win. Got another purple seal. It's a world card that we don't really care about. We're going to sell both these. Play these. We did kind of destroy our economy there in hopes of finding X-Molt, which again, we kind of did in a weird way. And this is why early rentals can be absolutely devastating to play around. But we're alive. We're scoring about 66,000 per hand, and we have 4 hands. So we can beat the pillar here. We can beat everything that we're gonna face this round. Our ice cream is melting. That is something to note. Alright, get rid of the 7, get rid of the 5. Level up the pairs again. We got another magician. I'll probably save you. Get rid of these. We'll make you and you magic. Play you two together. Give me some money. Oh, that is so helpful. Saved. We now can reroll for X-Molt again. By the way, update on Wii Joker at 320 chips. As you see, we're getting almost 1,000 chips now per hand. Incredible. Scene double. This is what we were looking for. It is eternal. It is only ×2, and we do need a club to make it work. However, I think all those things are doable. I am going to check the Arcana in the Spectral pack first. Wheel of Fortune me. Never lucky. Jumbo Spectral pack. We could Immolate here. We could Trance. We could Cryptid. I think I'm going to take the extra 20 bucks. I don't need more cards. I am going to grab you. I'm also going to grab you in case we get harmed. I re-rolled. I don't know why I'm re-rolling, because I can't really afford to get rid of anything. You know, looking at it, we have 325 chips, 23 molt. The best, or really the only thing we get rid of out of these two is we, and because of the ×1.5, we're absolutely not going to do that. All right. So we're going to get rid of you and you two, and we'll throw in the queen. Get 2 seals there. Get rid of the 8, get rid of the 7, get rid of the 3. Get a little bit of a chariot here. We'll put it on one of our blue seals. And now we get to see the power of Scene Double. I believe this should one-shot. Yeah, especially with the steel card. 202,000. And I think we're demonstrating, this is a perfect run to demonstrate a lot of the great things about pairs. And we could go, I'll go over all of them right now. Ride the Bus. Very easy to use Ride the Bus when you're playing pairs because there's so many options to you. Burnt Choker. You're going to constantly have pairs in your hand. You can afford to discard one of them, even with only 2 discards, even with only 4 hands. Certificate. You'll hear me constantly say you need to deck thin, you need to deck manipulate, you need to deck thin, you need to deck manipulate. Well, if I'm playing pairs, this is one of the few times that since I'm just going to spam an easy to grab build, I can afford to make my deck 57 cards. It's still kind of, you know, not too crazy because you do end up with a lot of purple seals, which means you get a lot of tarot cards, which means you can go back to deck manipulating. Wii Joker. Because pairs are so easy to play, you're still playing 2 cards, it's still easy to scale it. And then Scene Double. Why pairs over high card, for example? Well, Scene Double is one of the key X-Molt jokers as to why I would argue to pick pairs over high card. So a lot of stuff in this run came together to kind of explain why I think pairs are so powerful. Reroll one time. Again, don't know quite why I'm doing that. I'm not worried about the pillar. We're going to do this. Level up pairs, get 2 purple seals. We'll use a Wheel of Fortune. We get another Polychrome. I don't know how much luckier this streamer could be. We'll use... Actually, we're going to use you to get another Emperor. We'll use you to be an Empress. We'll Emperor again. We'll maybe keep the Magician up here. We'll discard all these. We get a Strength card. Turn you into an Ace. And I'll turn you into a 10. Make you lucky. We're going to ship the 2 lucky cards in hopes of... And get rid of the Queen. In hopes of getting some money. All right, 270,000 per pair. So theoretically, we should be able to beat anything given to us. The bell is not too scary. Another benefit is a lot of final boss blinds kind of work well against pairs, or the pairs work well against the final boss blinds. Bell is one of those. I would say the scariest boss blind is Violet Vessel with pairs, because you're usually not scoring that many points. Go ahead and play here. Just continue to scale. Fine. Okay, how long have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've had this for 13 rounds, and that's the first gold seal it's given us. Alright, well, I can't complain. Upgrade pairs again. Get a couple of cards. Is there anything I want to build towards? Well, we can do that. Make you an ace so you're usable. Why not? And then I think we play these two. Get money. But again, what are we going to use our money on? Really, I guess we're just looking for good tarot cards, because we have no joker spots to change anything out. And you know what? We do have the tarot merchant this ante, so let's add it. Hologram would be times 1.25 times 1.5 just with certificate. We are at 30 here. You're at 45. So you're arguably better. If we find any type of standard pack in the next blind, you could be better. Probably no reason to do that to myself. We're just gonna go next. We already have the victory secure. No reason to like somehow accidentally mess it up, if you will. Play the pair, get another 2 tarot cards. Gorgeous. We'll Hierophant those. You know, we will stone this jack so we don't accidentally murder ourselves. We get a judgment. Can't really use that. We'll play the aces. 400,000. So we're gonna almost one-shot the final boss mine. In fact, I think with that level up, we should do it. We'll add a Hierophant. Sell this, buy and use. We'll also grab a Lovers to make sure that we can use Seeing Double. That is actually a very, very good get for us. Card Sharp. Card Sharp would have been worth it, but again, I'm not worried about it at this point in time. I'm going to get rid of the face cards because I don't want them selected. I'm going to get rid of this 7, and I'll get rid of this 8. I'll sell the Hierophant because it's not needed. We got foil. We'll play this pair of aces. This might be enough to win. We'll drop the 10. Very close. Very close. And this is what I mean. I mean, we do have it, but I'm going to use this as an example. Now this will trigger Seeing Double. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they, thems, any way you identify, that's how you play pairs on Gold Stake. That is why pairs are currently the meta. That is why you will see me when going with streaking. I'm trying to play pairs. I'm doing that because it's giving you the best chance to win Gold Stakes, I think, in the current meta. There are other ways to play that I think are almost as reliable, like straights, but I think the best way to play is probably pairs. However, you're not always dealt the hand to do so, and I wanted to make that clear in the intro. If you go all the way through the video, I'm trying to make that clear now. I tend to lean that way. I'm trying to play that way, but if I never get a scaling plus mult joker, But I do have ways to level up my hand. Maybe I am playing straights because Saturn's level up so well. Or if I'm playing on a erratic deck and I have, 10 jacks, maybe I'm just going to play 4 of a kind. There are other viable ways, and you have to be adaptive at gold stake. I will say a majority of your wins, if you are trying to just have the highest win percentage streak on gold stakes, probably going to be playing pairs quite a bit. All right. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you in the next one very soon.